Hurry up and write that down. I want to be able to show something else up here real quick.
This is the one that was here yesterday. I think it was the one from yesterday.
Yes. Thank you. Taking this down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. I'm going to show the people that I'm recording for what the answers were to the assignment real quick. Okay. There you have for 11. I'm not going to leave this up very long. You can pause it if you need to. There's 12. They have this yucky point down here that they tried to trick you. It actually comes up and then goes over, and there's this mystery point right there. That's where the 24-2 is coming from. Yuck. 14, your intersection point. If you do the system, you're going to end up with 2.4, 1.2. Evaluate it, and that's where your minimum cost is going to come from. Okay, back to this one. So which one are you guys getting rid of? You can get rid of X, or you can get rid of Y. Which one are you guys going to do? X. So multiply top one by 5, bottom one by 2. Okay, getting rid of Y. Keep going. If you're running into an issue, or if you've totally forgotten how to do this, let me know, but you need to be able to solve this to be successful today. How's it going, guys? I see some scribbling. It doesn't. Did you take? Okay, you took this one times. Take this one times. You decided to get rid of X, right?
Yep.
Okay. So we're going to take this times 5. And then rewrite it. Rewrite it down here. Okay, you're going to take this one times 2. And you're going to rewrite it. But just go ahead and take everything times 5. That times 5, that times 5, that times 5. Okay? How's it going? You get it? Good. Okay? No. Nope, you don't have to graph it. No graphing today on the new information.
I don't know if that's got different.
Yeah. Y is -4. y is... Yes, it is negative 4. And x is 1. Good. Okay. Okay. So you got this equation and this equation. Okay, so there's an x and a y here. So now if I add these down, my negative 10 and 10, they cancel out. That's what I'm looking for. 15y and 4y. 19y.
Oh, so you just
Add these up, yep. So 19y. And then I have negative 50 and negative 26 gives me negative 76. And then you can solve that. Okay. So here we go, folks. I did it both ways. The blue was getting rid of the x's. The pink was getting rid of the y's. Okay? So that's something you need to be able to do. Okay? Why? First of all, just because we're going to use that skill really quite a bit. And also, we've practiced it a bunch. We've had... And the thing also that we need to do is pull things back that you did a week ago and make sure you don't forget them. Okay? So that's something you got to be able to do. Okay. So you ready for the new stuff? Short week. Short week. You can do it. You can do it. That was terrible. Okay. Let's do this first problem on your worksheet together. Okay. Okay. So what's the difference here? There's 3 variables.
one variable.
And there's 3 variables. So here's the deal. If there's 1 equation, 1 variable, you can solve it. If there's 2 equations, 2 variables, you can solve it. If there's 3 variables, 3 equations, you can solve it. If there's 4 variables and 4 equations, you can solve it. If there's 10 variables, how many equations do you need? 10. So we're not going to do any of those. We're going to let the graphing calculator do those. But on this particular one right here, we need to get rid of something. And the last one, we got rid of x, or got rid of y. This one, we need to pick a variable that looks like it's going to be really easy to get rid of twice. So you think x is going to be a way to go? Here's what I strongly recommend. Stay organized. I'm going to call this equation A, this equation B, and that equation C. This is not mandatory, but I think it helps you. Okay? You've got to be writing things organized. Otherwise, you're going to make mistakes and you're going to get frustrated. And I don't want you guys to be frustrated. Okay? So what am I going to do with... I'm going to say the first one I'm going to call that equation A, second one equation B, second one equation C. So what can I do to get rid of x? What 2 equations do you want to do something with?
With a -2 and
The so A and C? We can just add A and C together, right? So let's do that. I'm just going to write down A plus C.
You can't add D with it as well?
Well, we're just going to work with 2 at a time.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's going to get way too confusing. So we're just going to go 2 equations at a time. So A plus C. You and your partner. Take A and C, add them together. That one, you should be able to do pretty quick. Again, make sure you're on the same page. Okay. This, I think, should go pretty quick. Your x's are going to cancel. All you've got to do is add your y's together, add your z's together, add your constants together, and you've got a new equation. Okay? So I have negative 2y plus z equals negative 3. Do you guys agree or disagree? Agree. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to circle that because I'm going to need it later. So what we have is we have an equation with y and z. What I need is another equation with y and z. So what we've got to do is we've got to go back to our originals. We got rid of x using a and b. Now we need to get rid of x in a different way, not using a and b. What? A and c. So can I just add a and c together?
We already done that.
I'm sorry.
Can we do B and C?
B and C? We could. You guys talk it over amongst your group and decide what do you want to do. We've either got to do A and B or B and C. We could. Okay. Okay. So what do you want to do? B and C or A and B?
B and C.
B and C. That seems to be the combination. So what am I going to do with B and C? So negative 2 of B. And then of that, I'm going to add C to it. Would you guys agree with that's the plan? So let's take negative 2 of B in our heads and we're going to write it down. Negative 2x minus 4y minus 2z equals negative 8. That's just like when we did elimination. We multiplied everything by on B times negative 2. And again, and when I'm doing these, and these problems are kind of long and ugly, I'm going to stop and I'm going to double check myself every single step I do. So negative 2, negative 2, negative 2. Good. Okay, then I just bring C down. 2x minus 3y minus 2z equals negative 10. So add them up. These problems are just more about learning to be really organized and really disciplined. Do you guys agree with the negative 7y minus 4z equals negative 18?
Yes.
Okay, good. I am going to point out something that might help you in some cases. If I would have worked with A and B, I'm just going to tell you, don't write this down, but I'm going to tell you we would have gotten 5y plus 5z is equal to 15. The reason why I'm mentioning this is if you want to in a problem like this, you can divide everything by 5 and make your life easier. We don't have that option here, and that's okay. But I'm just saying if you ever run across a situation where, hey, they all have 3's in it, you can divide by 3. That's fine. Okay? So anyway, let's continue down the path we're rolling on. So now what I've got to do is let's call this equation D and this equation E. I'm just trying to stay organized. Not something you have to do. But now what do we have? We got two equations with two variables. So what do we want to get rid of?
Y.
Y. We can get rid of Y by going 14 and negative 14. If we get rid of Z, we could go 4 and negative 4. We could do substitution by getting Z by itself on the first one. I'm going to make my recommendation that I think has the least number of mistakes. I'm going to get rid of Z. Why? Because this already has a negative 4. I could just go ahead and take that top equation times 4. Okay? So I'm going to go 4D plus E. That's what I'm doing. Would you have to do it this way? Nah. Okay. So 4 of these. Negative 8y plus 4z equals negative 12. And then I'm just going to take this one down. And none of the answers you're going to get today will be decimals. There will be no fractions. This is our first time with this. I'm not going to throw you to the wolves like that. So I get negative 15y equals negative 30. So y equals 2. So y is 2. And you know what? Before we go any further, let's stop, take a deep breath, and I'm going to tell you what the theory is. Before, with the problem that I threw away, we had a line and another line, and we were trying to find the intersection. Now when we have 3 variables, we're not dealing with lines anymore. Any guess as to what we're dealing with? More than triangles. We're dealing with planes. We're in a 3-dimensional coordinate system, and I'm not going to make you graph this or anything, so don't go, oh my gosh. But theoretically what we're doing is now we're finding the intersection of 3 planes. I've got a plane coming through here, I got another plane coming through here, and I got a plane coming through here, and we're finding the intersection of 3 planes. That's really what we're doing. Okay? But anyway, do you think we're done if we just have y equals 2?
No. Plug it in.
Okay? I'll tell you what. You with your group, find z. Take one of your 2 equations, d or e, and find z. I'm going to use my d equation. You guys can use whatever you want. If you're stuck, you can watch me. You guys ever see the on the video shorts where they're showing accents where the guy has the little white finger that points? You know what I'm talking about? I need to get one of those. So when I'm solving and I don't feel like talking, I can just go.
Oh no.
So what'd you get for z?
Uno,
you are correct. Well done. Again, so what did I do? I took my y and I put it into the easiest equation that I have, which is this negative 2y plus z. And I got 1. Do you think we're done?
no.
We got to find our x. So let's go back to our easiest equation. If I use my equation b, which is x plus 2y plus z equals 4, that I can plug y and z into very nicely. X plus, you're okay, just stay organized. What do you think?
I think we're done.
I think we're done. But the only thing I'm going to do...
Actually, we're done with this problem?
Yeah.
So we got 2, 1, 1.
Okay. So the only other thing we can do to see if we're right is we can take all 3 of these, and it should work in all 3 of those equations. And it does. If that was on like a quiz or something, though, I'd probably take the time to do that. To make sure we're right. Okay. So if I plug this in, let's go this one right here. Negative 2 times negative 1 gives me 2. Plus 2 gives me 4. Plus 3 times this gives me 7. And that's what they say I should get. Okay. So here's the deal today. I don't want you guys to have to work with decimals or fractions today. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to do only problems 3. 5, and 6. Not 7. On the back, you need to be able to set this up. We're going to practice this daily until we make sure we get it down. It says, find the number of each package that should be placed in a train car, so you can deciding how many small and how many large. How many small and how many large. Okay? And don't forget that we also have page 138, 2 through 6, 8 through 11. So I'm giving you tons of time today. Okay? Hopefully you already started this.
Can we read to 11?
From 138?
No, that's wrong.
Yep, that's a different page. So whatever you want to work on with your group, I would recommend maybe getting your equations done for that word problem. Maybe do one of 3, 5, or 6 together.
Do the word problem first. This is number 1.